Have you ever walked into someone's home and noticed how spotless it is? It's not because they were expecting guests or spent the weekend cleaning. It's simply because their home is always that way, without exception. And then you wonder, how do they do it? What makes them different? Are they just more disciplined? Do they have more time on their hands? Or do they just enjoy cleaning more than the rest of us? The truth is, people who always keep their home clean are wired differently. I don't mean this in any mystical or abstract way, but literally, neurologically and psychologically, they approach their environment from a completely different framework. Cleaning their home every day is part of a deeper mental structure. And if you've ever felt that a messy environment drains you or causes anxiety, this video may change how you think about cleanliness forever. Your brain doesn't distinguish between your inner world and outer world as clearly. The space you live in constantly sends signals to your nervous system. There's a concept in environmental psychology called cognitive load. Cognitive load refers to the amount of mental effort your brain is using. Physical clutter competes for your attention, even when you're not consciously aware of it. Every pile of unwashed laundry, every stack of unread mail, every dirty dish. Your brain registers all of these as unfinished business. And unfinished business is mentally expensive. It drains your cognitive resources. Research from Princeton University has shown that clutter impairs your focus. Clutter overloads your visual cortex, making it harder for your brain to process information. So your messy room isn't just irritating, it's literally making you less sharp. It's not just annoying, it's preventing you from being as mentally focused as you could be. Now, think about when your environment is clean and ordered. Your brain gets to relax and you can think more clearly. That's why people who clean their homes daily are not just tidier. They think more clearly, they are calmer, and they are more focused. People who clean their homes every day are often doing so for control. There are many things in life that you cannot control. Most of life is unpredictable. You can't control the weather, the economy, or other people's behavior. You can't control traffic, your boss's decisions, or what happens in meetings. These unpredictable aspects of life often create underlying anxiety. That constant background hum of stress can be overwhelming at times. But your home is something you can control. The state of your kitchen, whether your bathroom is clean or whether your bed is made, those are completely within your domain. Each time you clean or maintain your home, you send a signal to your brain. You say, I am in charge here. I can handle things. Everything is okay. Have you ever felt a sense of relief after cleaning your space? This feeling isn't just about tidiness. It's about reaffirming control over your environment. In psychology, this relates to the locus of control, the belief that your actions influence your outcomes. People with a strong internal locus of control experience less anxiety and greater resilience. One of the easiest ways to reinforce this internal locus of control is by maintaining your environment. Cleaning your space reinforces the belief that you are in control, helping you feel calmer and more focused. People who clean their homes every day don't do it just because they love cleaning. Let's be honest, who actually enjoys scrubbing floors or vacuuming constantly? The truth is, they clean because they've internalized an identity over time. Through repeated actions, they've built the identity of someone who keeps their home clean. Once this identity becomes part of who they believe they are, cleaning becomes automatic. Behavioral psychology shows that we act in alignment with who we believe we are. So if you identify as someone who is messy, that's what your behavior reflects. You'll allow things to pile up and justify it by saying, that's just how I am. But here's the good news. Identity is not fixed. It can be changed. Your identity is shaped through evidence, through your actions and decisions. Every time you clean, you reinforce the identity of someone who takes care of their space. Every time you make your bed or wipe down the counters, you build evidence for a new self-concept. The more you act in alignment with your desired identity, the more natural it becomes. Eventually, cleaning no longer feels forced. It becomes part of who you are. You are no longer someone who has to force themselves to clean. You become someone who simply does it because it's a part of your identity. The habit of cleaning becomes even more powerful when it's part of your morning ritual. Neurologically, your brain is in a relaxed, receptive state right after waking up. In the morning, your cortisol, the stress hormone, naturally spikes, creating focus. This spike creates a window for focus and neuroplasticity, allowing your brain to rewire itself. The morning is when your brain is most capable of forming new habits. When the first task of your day is making your bed or wiping down the counter, you start your day with purpose. Cleaning first thing in the morning serves multiple purposes. First, you're using that neurological window to reinforce a behavior that becomes automatic. Second, you create what psychologists call a completion loop. Your brain gets a small dopamine hit when you complete a task and see the results. A clean counter, a made bed, these visible markers of completion feel good to your brain. Finally, cleaning in the morning builds momentum for the rest of your day. Once you complete one task, you're more likely to continue completing others. Admiral William McRaven famously said, "If you want to change the world, start by making your bed." By completing this small task, you gain a sense of pride, and it encourages further action. The compound effect of daily cleaning is not just a tidier home, but a more productive day. Cleaning provides more than just physical benefits. It also serves emotional purposes. When people clean, they're often not just organizing their space, but shifting their emotional state. There's a psychological concept called behavioral activation that explains this process. Behavioral activation is the act of using physical actions to shift your emotional state. When you're anxious and sitting still, your nervous system remains activated. But when you get up and do something, especially something with clear results, you release that energy. Washing the dishes, tidying up, these tasks help discharge nervous energy and calm your mind. When you feel irritable or overwhelmed and start cleaning, it's more than just a habit. It's a way of regaining control and grounding yourself in the present moment. The act of cleaning helps reset your emotional state by creating visible order. People who clean daily often unknowingly use this technique to manage stress. By restoring order in their environment, they also restore mental order. Cleaning can also help create psychological boundaries between different parts of your day. At the end of the day, cleaning up your space signals to your brain that the day is over. When you tidy up before bed, you create a clear division between work and rest. This simple act helps mentally close the chapter on your day and allows you to relax. You're telling your brain, "I handled today, and now it's time to rest." By creating this boundary, you give yourself permission to unwind and let go of stress. A clean space before bed provides a visual cue that the day has concluded. It's an easy but powerful way to signal that the day's work is done. This creates a sense of relief and helps your brain switch into relaxation mode. In this way, cleaning not only restores order in your physical environment, but also in your mind. If you've been thinking, "I understand, but I'm still not cleaning regularly," don't worry. It's easy to let things pile up, but the key is to start small. The first step is to shrink the start. Don't wait for huge messes to accumulate. One of the biggest reasons people don't clean consistently is because they get overwhelmed. When the mess gets too big, it feels like an insurmountable task, and you avoid it. So catch it small. Wipe down the counter right after cooking. Wash the dishes immediately after eating, before they pile up. Put things back in their place as soon as you're done using them. This makes maintenance easy because you're not cleaning, you're simply maintaining. The second step is to attach cleaning to something you already do every day. This technique is called habit stacking. You're attaching a new habit to an existing one. For example, If you make coffee every morning, wipe down the counter while it brews. If you brush your teeth at night, wipe down the bathroom sink right after. This makes cleaning feel natural because it's now part of your routine. Finally, make cleaning enjoyable. Put on music, make it fun, and turn it into a ritual. If cleaning feels like a punishment, your brain will avoid it. So make it something you look forward to by associating it with pleasure. Cleanliness doesn't have to feel like work. It can become a relaxing habit. Your home is not just a place to live, it's a reflection of your standards. It's a physical expression of how you take care of yourself and your environment. When you maintain a clean space, you reinforce the belief that you deserve peace. Cleaning is not about obsession or discipline. It's about creating a system that works for you. It's about turning a task into an automatic habit that supports your mental well-being. When you start small, attach cleaning to existing routines, and make it enjoyable, you'll build momentum and transform your space into a sanctuary. Remember, a clean home is more than just tidiness. It's a foundation for clarity. It helps you feel in control, reduces stress, and improves your focus and productivity. So, choose one space in your home to maintain for the next 7 days. See how it changes how you feel when you wake up and walk into that room. By cleaning consistently, you're not just organizing your space, you're organizing your mind. Becoming the type of person who takes care of their environment strengthens your inner peace.